We're previewing Manchester United's next match against the Foxes of Leicester City, sir. We are playing Jamie Vardy likes to party, give me a Red Bull and vodka in the EFL Cup Round of 16. Can you believe it? Eric Ten Hag's favorite cup tournament. He talks about it enough. And yeah, we're in a cup competition. We got a lot of games going on. Do I want more games? I don't know. Do I want to go to the EFL final? I don't know. But hey,
yes, you do.
Match? Of course we do.
Yes, you do.
We want to win everything.
We still want to go to the EFL final. We still want to win the league. We want to win the Europa League, sir.
League. Hilarious.
Everything's on the table. Never give up.
Everything to play for. No, we have them right where we want them. No, the team is still trying to get something going. This is not a season that everyone is happy with. I can't imagine Ineos is thrilled while their experiment is going to date. But at this point, we can get. Cup competition is a great opportunity to play good football, find an excuse to play good football against a team that's coming up from the championship, Leicester City, right within our level, team that we should be able to handle, should be able to manage.
I wouldn't say this is like an easy fixture.
I didn't
United,
say it was an easy fixture. What I'm saying is a team that...
This is a hard fixture given what's out there. You know, we could have gotten some easier teams, but...
We could have gotten harder teams.
Yes, this is true. Yeah.
I mean, we could have gotten Arsenal. We could have gotten City. So you certainly have gotten easier teams. You could have gotten a championship team, but Leicester, you could do worse. If United can't handle Leicester, there's an opportunity to rotate. This manager has got it back against the wall. I don't think he will rotate.
Survival football, baby.
Exactly. So you're going to see Anthony maybe. Anthony's still in that boot. You're not going to see him, but you're not going to see a lot of rotation. He's going to stick with his boys. Will we see shit football? Probably. How are we feeling?
It's about chipping up. That's what this is about. You got to play small ball, Leicester City EFL Cup. It's a chance to just continue the momentum. United needs it. It's what it's all about. It's been a rough go. It's been a rough go.
It's been a rough
It's
go
been
for
a
a while.
rough one. It's been harder than we could have ever imagined. I'm like perplexed at like the state of United. And at the end of the day, cup competitions are there to kind of provide some relief to the daunting task that is the league. And, you know, now that we have the new Europa League format, you know what? The EFL Cup, Carabao Cup, it's not changing. It's here. And, like, you get some great England on England matchups, and that's what Leicester City's coming to town. You get an extra game as a fan. Good to enjoy this one. Jamie Vardy is a riot. Bet him to score. Bet him to score.
Yeah, he's got quite the track record against United, and it's an opportunity for us to just get something going. You know, this has been a horrible season. Opportunity to freshen up the squad a little bit, get some of these players in who need some minutes. Ahmad, I'm looking at you. Let's get him a blow. Ugarte, he needs more time. Finally showed a little bit of promise, at least in that first half. Fenerbahce, we got to change things up. We have to show the ability to bring it in a game like this where there's so much on the line. So I'm excited for it. I'm hopeful the boys will get up for it. I want to see some goals. I feel like we've seen some good goals in the past. Rashford, I know, has a goal on him against Leicester. Same with Bruno. Now, that was a while ago. That feels like Ole days, but I'm dying for something.
Dying for something, sir. Speaking of dying for something, we're dying for you to check out our YouTube channel, American Red Devils. Search it on YouTube. Please like, subscribe. We got the channel off the ground this year, specifically for this season, this amazing comeback season that we all thought was going to happen. And boy, did we get kicked in the teeth. But have no fear. The American Red Devils are here. And now we're on video. So please like, subscribe, check out our YouTube. If you're watching right now, smash the like button. Give us some comments. Let us know what you think United is going to do versus Leicester City. Also, check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/AmericanRedDevils. If you want to support the pod and go the extra mile, our Patreon community is amazing. They enable us to do things like adding the YouTube channel. So please check it out. Sign up. We have over 100 Muppets that joined our Patreon page. Please join the Creme de la Creme. Also, check out our store. American Red Devils merch, amazing scarves. We got shirts, we got hats, we got stickers, we got pins, beanies, everything you need to support this pod and the best team in all the land, sir. Also, check out our website, americanreddevils.com. Sir, tell about iTunes reviews.
iTunes reviews are a great way to support the pod. It helps us get found organically by other top Muppets like yourself, and we're still giving away free merch. All you got to do is write a 5-star review wherever you listen. Send that review to americanreddevils@gmail.com with your mailing address, and I'll personally pick, pack, and ship some free A&D gear. Send it right to your door anywhere in the world. We appreciate all the great reviews. Keep them coming. 5-star Reds. Will we see some 5-star Reds on the weekend? During the week, we're playing Leicester. I can't wait. I hope we see some football.
Let's break it down. EFL Cup, 4th round proper, Wednesday, October 3rd, 12:45 p.m. Pacific. We got Manchester United versus Leicester City at Old Trafford. We need it, sir. And the 4th round proper. Got a lot of big teams still in it. Like you said, it could have been harder, but it could have been easier. We could have got the Sheffield Wednesdays of the world. Tottenham versus City. That is going to be an interesting game. Arsenal still in it. Chelsea versus Newcastle. Another tasty matchup. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Give us our weather, sir.
Sir, it's going to be a wet and breezy day in Manchester. They're talking in the 50s and wet. So what do you expect in England? That is what you're going to get in Manchester. It's going to be evening football. And yeah, United should be used to this. This is good old Manchester weather. Wet, wild. Let's get some football. Let's play to win. And I cannot wait, sir. I cannot wait.
25% chance of rain. It's going to be cloudy. You're right. It's going to be like good old Manchester weather. Give us your Scran watch.
We're going back. We're going ethnic. We're going to a spot that you took me to. I think it might have been our first time in Manchester. And we're going to I Am Pho. We're going to get some Vietnamese food. We're going to switch it up. We're going to move away from the tan khaki food that is England's natural pastime and bring in an import. So we're eating pho. We're having a bowl of noodles.
This is amazing. By the way,
this place is legit.
I Am Pho in Manchester is unbelievable. Great if you're nursing a hangover. You need that broth. Perfect to fill you up before a game. Definitely a gem, hidden gem that we found. Little history on Leicester City. They were founded in 1884 as Leicester Foss FC. They moved to Filbert Street in 1891, and they were elected to the Football League in 1894, and they moved to the King Power Stadium in 2002. Everybody knows it. They won the league. Unbelievable. They've also won the FA Cup and 3 league cups. They're going to be in the mix. They're frisky. They just got promoted, obviously. Leicester City, Salty Vardy, legend of the game. And their new manager. Don't know if I really rate him. Give us a background on Steve Cooper.
Steve Cooper, 44-year-old Welsh coach. He helped Forest gain promotion before getting sacked at the end of 2023. Kind of a meme-worthy coach. One of those guys that you see him and he kind of looks like he's always making these funny faces, but obviously has some proficiency. That's why Fox has swooped in for him. Likes to play, historically adventurous, but he's become more pragmatic as he's done in the Premier League, which makes sense. It's one thing to get out of the Championship. It's another thing to survive the Premier League. So he likes to utilize the low block. He likes to do the quick counter. Usually plays a 3-4-3 attacking formation, speed, width on the wide midfielders, and likes to press effectively. We've seen that before. So Vardy, I'm not sure he's going to start, but he always has a tendency to pop up when he's playing United. Something about that. Would have made a great player. Would have made a great player under Sir Alex.
No, and he's really good at making excuses for underperforming in the Premier League, just like any relegation-bound manager or any manager battling relegation knows how to shine up a loss, shine up a draw. He's really good in the post-game pressers there. Signings, Jordan Ayew from Crystal Palace. They're frisky, sir. They have some good players on Leicester City. They gave Tottenham a game early in the season in the league. I feel like this could be a trap game for Manchester United.
For sure. I mean, they signed Oliver Skip, which was a signing that some people were scratching their head about from Spurs. But they're going to be frisky. It's a huge game for them. It's an opportunity for them to pick up some silverware. They don't know how their EPL season is going to finish. So these type of games, they're not in Europe. It means a lot. Everybody wants to pick up a Carabao Cup. So I know they're going to be coming at us, especially at our own house. They ain't nobody afraid of showing up Old Trafford no more.
And they've struggled. They did pip Southampton 3-2 with a red card. They beat Bournemouth, actually. Arsenal beat them 4-2. Third round EFL Cup, they got through on penalties through Walsall. Drew Everton, drew Crystal Palace. They're kind of all over the board, but on some decent form. So at the end of the day, we got to be careful against Leicester City. Lifetime versus the Foxes, we've won 70, drawn 31, lost 36. Last 5, won 2, drawn 1, and lost 2. But again, that was back in 2021 before they were relegated, sir. That's when they were flying. So you know what? It's going to be a mixed bag, and United just has to worry about ourselves. We have to worry about ourselves.
That's right. It's an opportunity to rotate. It's an opportunity to get something going. This is a team that we have to be able to manage. You know, not a team that if you get a performance, you got to get overly excited about, but like their team you're going to play in the Premier League as well. Not too soon. Actually, not too long from now. So we're going to know what they're all about. We have to be able to beat them. An opportunity to move forward and at least like clear the air a little bit with a recent result. So no excuses, sir. Some familiar faces. FaZe was a center back that we saw back in the day when they were in the Premier League. Skip obviously came from Spurs. They've got Salty Vardy. And Didi is the only other player, the CDM, who's quite useful in the middle of the pitch. I don't know any of the other these guys, sir, but they'll be up for it.
4-2-3-1 from Leicester in their 3-2 win against Southampton. And obviously, player to watch, Jamie Vardy. Got him on my fantasy team. You need to have him, sir.
37 years old.
Mean muggin'.
Mean muggin'. What a player. Taking them to the promised land, winning the Premier League title with the Foxes back in the day. What was that, 16-17? Good for them. Miracles. Do you believe in miracles? And he's just something about the English game. I mean, Vardy is a product of the English game that you have to respect. The levels he played down, working his way up, and then going on to the heights they did. I just love that aspect of it. Obviously, that was such a rare occurrence, but like his role in that, and then like it was just such a fun team because there were so many little star players with their own personality, and he was just a unique personality in his own right? Just like
he was an old school United
old
player.
School English.
Should have signed him in his prime. He was kind of flirting with Arsenal, but always stayed at Leicester. I just felt like he's just a mean SOB, and United could use that because we're soft, sir. Given this 11 against Fenerbahce, we had Onana, Martinez, Lindelof, De Ligt, Delo, Ugarte, Eriksson, Mazraoui, Rashford, Xerxes, Garnacho. Who would you bring in and change up for the EFL Cup? Given that we played this 11 against Fenerbahce, some rotation here. Should we be rotating?
I want to see a mod. You know, I want to see Ugarte continue to get minutes. I think that's important. And I want Højlund to get goals because he's a player that it's his second season. I believe him. I think he's a talent, but he needs to live up to that price tag and he needs to get goals in his second season. So the great way to do that, let that boy hunt. EFL Cup, that's a great opportunity, right? You're playing a Leicester side. Maybe they'll go full strength. Maybe they won't. But either way, it's an opportunity for him to kind of get some points on the board. He needs it. Garnacho as well. He's had a great start to the season. He's got to keep it going. That's what I want, sir. What are you changing in this 11?
No, I think it's got to be a strong 11. You're going to see Bruno come in. You're going to see Garnacho and Rashford. You're going to see Højlund, Eriksson, Ugarte. Like just a strong team. We just need momentum. We need results. We need the cup. Given those are our changes to the 11, what do the bookies have here, sir?
Heavy favorites for United. Scare me. Minus 300. Can't believe it. At home. I haven't seen a line like that against the Premier League side in a long time. Plus 370 for the draw. Plus 650 for Leicester to pick up a scalp in Manchester, sir. Given the odds, what are your score prediction? You're up.
I think United are going to win this one because it's the EFL Cup. We're going to play a strong 11 back against the wall. 3-1 to Manchester United. That's what I got.
I think United bow out 2-1 to the Foxes. Vardy has his day, and he laughs all the way. He's going to do a little cry. Does the cry or does the Red Bull and vodka chant? But I think it's going to be crisis at United once again by crashing out of the EFL Cup, sir. We'll see. I have called not very much, so you're probably going to get it right. Not this guy.
Look, but at the end of the day, the EFL Cup is something this team needs. You already see the league going sideways, and it's important.
Europe.
Yes, it's just important to keep the ball rolling on all fronts and all cup competitions. It isn't maybe necessarily the greatest thing like Ten Hag likes to shine up that we won the EFL Cup against Newcastle, but going to Wembley, you can't shake your head at that. So we got to take it, and this team needs everything it can get at the moment. So let's hope that we show up against Leicester City, get a big result, on to Wembley, sir, on to the 5th round proper. Let's go.
I love cup football. Like you said, it's like, it's not, it ain't the league, it ain't the Champions League, it ain't even the Europa League, but it's still a cup. It's still an opportunity to go to Wembley. It's still a piece of silverware. And you can't take going to Wembley for granted. Some clubs don't do that for a decade. So it's like, even if we go, you want to make a big deal of it. You still want to try and win stuff, even with this season falling apart in real time. But Leicester, dude, they're a decent draw. Let's take the most of it, and let's get not 3 points, but let's get the win, and let's move on to the next round.
All right, that's it. That's the podcast. You like the American Red Devils? Quick recap here. Just a programming note. We are recording this preview podcast October 24th. So we do not know the results against West Ham. We had to do an early recording based on work travel and birthday party for my son. So we're doing our best to get the pod never sleeps and getting it out. But again, continue to support the podcast. Check out our store, americanreddevils.store, americanreddevils.com, patreon.com/americanreddevils. It's a crazy season. Tons of games. We are working overtime here at the podcast, and I wish we could get out of the mud. Wish the excuse factory would shut off. We could get out of the mud, get some wins, start chipping up. But, sir, what are our top 10 downloads the last 7 days?
I would like to get out of the mud. We're still sitting in the rain. I want the sun to break. Top 10 downloads last 7 days. Number 1, how you doing? How you doing? Dublin, Ireland, Chicago, Illinois, Brooklyn, New York, Houston, Texas, Melbourne, Australia, Los Angeles, California, New York, Seattle, Washington, Philadelphia, PA, and last but not least, Oslo, Norway. Appreciate all the American Devils listening week in, week out. Big game against Leicester. Let's go. EFL Cup. Keep it moving. We're going to be with you every step of the way. We'll see you all soon here on the American Devils podcast.
You and I.
TED.